Now, this is a topic that I always wanted to make a video about because this is something that always bothered me in my life. Not being able to be patient and just wait for all my dreams to come into fruition, and always wanting to know, man, when is this going to work out? Am I doing the right thing? What am I doing wrong? What can I change? What do I have to do to go ahead and reach that next level and reach all the success that I dream of having and all the success that I know I'm capable of reaching? So with that being said, we're going to be talking about in this video how to identify when you're going to be successful. After a lot of years of putting work in, I finally found something that I feel like I can always look at and understand when my success is actually going to come into fruition. What's good? It's time to ride with TR Mentality, man. And before we get into the video, make sure y'all own your own shit. Being successful is a thing that takes a lot of time, a lot of hard work, a lot of planning, a lot of knowledge and information and execution of that knowledge and information. And a lot of times us as entrepreneurs, music artists like myself, it feels like an emotional roller coaster. One of those things where you wish you had a crystal ball, but at the same time that kind of takes the fun out of it. So you really at the same time don't really want to know exactly when, but you do want to be able to look at some signs and understand, damn, when am I going to make this shit work? And I always talk about how patience is one of the hardest things to master. And most people quit because they don't want to put in the time that it takes to actually be successful and achieve any goal that they want to achieve in their life. And we all been there. Even the most patient people gonna have those moments where you're like, what am I doing? Is this the right thing? Am I doing things wrong? Is this not the right path for me? And a lot of the time it is the right path for you and you are doing the right things. It just takes time. One of the biggest questions I will always ask myself when I'm trying something new, I'm trying a new approach, wondering if I'm doing the wrong thing or if I'm doing the right thing and I just need to keep doubling down and putting that work in over time. And of course, there's no way of really knowing that, and only time will tell. But I did observe a couple things that gave me a grasp of understanding when things seem like they start to turn around for most people, and including myself. Now, of course, I want to preface this by saying anything can happen, and of course, you cannot be absolutely certain when things are going to work out. But the first thing that I've noticed that every time I start seeing a breakthrough happen for me, and even when I study so many entrepreneurs and so many music artists within the music business, and overall anybody that's been successful that went ahead and opened up about their story and their successes, is that I always start getting signs that don't really make much sense, but it happens in the perfect time. Like for me personally, when I launched my first business and I noticed that I wasn't making any money, I couldn't get any sales, and when I got to a point where I was about to pivot or just completely scratch that entire idea of a business, I went ahead and made my first sale, and then it continued to snowball after that. And I like to look at that as a sign, because I felt like when I got that first sale, it put a battery in my back to understand that, yo, this is actually something that will work. I just have to double down and put together a strong plan that's going to help me market this business so that I can go ahead and get it in front of as many people as possible, and obviously amplify the actual purpose of my product. And I can attribute that observation to what made me actually start making more sales, and it started to snowball after that first initial sale. And another thing, y'all know I always talk about posting content on social media, and obviously that's what I'm doing right now with y'all in this video. A lot of people ask me, do I ever get burned out when it comes to making content and posting content and recording new content and putting out music consistently, etc. And I always tell people that, of course, as a human, you always gonna feel those emotions. Those times gonna come where you don't really feel like doing anything. But it seems like when I do have those moments and I start to feel like, man, am I doing the right thing? Does this really make sense? Should I continue doing this? That's when it seems as if I start to see some type of growth. Now, I don't know if that's because I'm looking for growth at that moment, but that's when I always see some sort of growth that goes ahead and gives me something to push me out of that burnout moment and continue to stay disciplined and focus on making content, editing, and putting it out consistently. And everybody that's been in that position, everybody who's entrepreneurs, music artists, that's felt that moment of burnout or felt that moment of, man, I feel like this is not it and that I should just scrap all of this. When you actually pay attention to what's going on, you start to see signs happen that tell you, yo, this ain't it. You got to continue to double down and start putting the work in. And for me personally, I always talk about believing in a higher power, rather y'all like to call that power God or the universe or whatever it is for y'all personally. I always look at those moments as it's speaking to me and letting me know like, yo, this is working, this is what you need to do, this is your purpose, and this is how you fulfill that purpose, and that you just need to continue to do what you do and not think too hard and just be patient and just have full faith in what you decided to start, and that it was the right idea and that you were doing the right thing when you actually started. But hey man, y'all let me know down in the comment section y'all thoughts on this video, and let me know if y'all agree with what I was talking about in this video, and if you actually noticed those same signs, and if you somebody that that don't feel like you've noticed those signs, try to see that after you watch this video if you start to notice those same signs. And let me know down in the comment section. But with that being said, if you somebody that want to start making social media content, there's no better place to start doing that than here on YouTube. So I got a link to a tool called TubeBuddy down in the description, which is going to help you get the best tags for your videos, the best topics that work on YouTube, the videos with the most search volume, and overall how you could grow your channel faster than everybody starting a YouTube channel right now. But hey man, if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and hit like on the video. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And I'm out of here, man.
Girl, let's talk about it. I'm the man you'll never see again. I've been saying I'm the man. I'm the man, you've been talking about the man. You've been stalking, I can tell by how you walking. Why we gotta do the right thing, right thing? Don't you try to leave me on. Don't you try to leave me on. Oh.